What if the main reason your belly fat won't go away after 50 is not your laziness or weak willpower at all? What if the biggest modern deception is making us believe that being fit and healthy requires unbearable suffering, starvation, and exhausting workouts? We're used to living in a paradigm of an endless struggle with our bodies. You look in the mirror, see the changes that age brings, and start blaming yourself. You go on a strict diet, endure it for a few weeks, break it, and the weight comes back with double force. It's a vicious cycle of effort, frustration, and guilt. But let's pause for a second and look to the East. Japan has always been a country where longevity is considered not just genetic luck, but a result of a conscious lifestyle and centuries-old traditions. A special place on the world map belongs to Okinawa, a stunning region that is part of the planet's so-called blue zone. These are places where people live the longest while maintaining a clear mind and amazing physical activity. Imagine a Japanese person well into their 80s. They don't count calories, they don't exhaust themselves in the gym until they drop, and they don't feel guilty about eating a piece of dessert. Yet, their waistline remains slim, and they have enough energy to work in the garden, meet friends, and take long walks. For many years, researchers from all over the world searched for the cause of this phenomenon. Initially, academics assumed that the secret lay solely in low stress levels, sea air, or a specific island diet. However, the answer turned out to be much deeper and at the same time, much simpler. The truth is, Japanese longevity and slimness is not some single magic pill or extreme diet. It is a foundation made up of small, daily, almost invisible habits. The Japanese don't try to lose weight for the summer. They create an environment in which the body naturally gets rid of excess and returns to its natural balance. With age, our body changes how it uses energy and responds to stress. Our hormonal balance shifts, and trying to solve this problem with brute force and starvation only increases stress, forcing the body to accumulate even more visceral fat as a reaction defense. For the sleep to be deep, the Japanese have used for centuries special weighted mantles, the omori futon. The weight of the mantle, which constitutes approximately 10% of the body mass, exercises deep pressure on the skin receptors, activating the napus vagus. This reduces the level of stress, calms the system, and allows the organism to enter the phase of deep sleep, during which the natural fat burning and cell renewal take place. Respecting your sleep, going to bed at the same time, having a cool bedroom, and using the right mantle is not a luxury, it's a basic necessity for your health. As you can see, the Japanese secret of slimness and longevity doesn't hide exhausting restrictions. It's a philosophy of soft balance, stopping before you feel heaviness in your stomach, hot food and conscious rituals, a small walk after dinner, daily movement but light, and a profound respect for your nightly rest. Don't attempt to incorporate all of these rules in one day. Our life isn't a sprint. Choose one single habit. For example, start making authentic matcha in the morning or get into the habit of going for a 15-minute walk after dinner. Give yourself time. Let this habit become a natural part of your day. And when it takes root, add the next one. Consistency is always more important than perfection. Your body has an incredible potential for self-recovery. It just needs a little help creating the right conditions. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's start with the first habit, which begins even before you finish your meal. In Japan, and especially in Okinawa, there is an ancient rule called Hara 80%. It says, leave the table when your stomach is only 80% full. In our Western culture, we were taught from childhood to finish everything on our plates. We eat on the run, looking at smartphone or TV screens, swallowing food almost without chewing. We only stop eating when we feel heaviness in our stomachs. The problem is that our brain needs about 20 minutes to receive the signal of fullness from the stomach. When you eat fast, you inevitably overeat because the brain simply doesn't have time to tell you, stop, I've had enough. The Japanese turn eating into a mindful process. Using chopsticks in itself slows down food consumption. You take small bites, chew them thoroughly, and focus on the taste. This is not a strict diet. It is a display of respect for your body. Try a simple exercise. During your next dinner, put your fork down on the table after every bite. Take a breath. Feel the texture of the food. You will be surprised to find that you feel full with a portion that is 50% smaller than your usual one, and at the same time, you won't feel deprived. You will feel light. The second habit is directly related to what sits on the Japanese table. It is the power of warm food and proper morning rituals. If you look at a traditional Japanese breakfast or lunch, you will rarely see ice-cold smoothies or cold sandwiches. The meal often begins with a warm miso soup or broth. Warm, freshly prepared food, steamed vegetables, light soups, stewed fish, soothes the digestive tract. In traditional Eastern medicine, it is believed that cold food extinguishes the digestive fire, slowing down metabolism and promoting fat accumulation, especially in the abdominal area. Warm food, on the other hand, is easily and harmoniously digested, maintaining a feeling of fullness for a long time without heaviness. Many viewers ask me, where do I start if I want to implement this Japanese approach into my life tomorrow morning? I always answer, start with your morning ritual. Replace your usual cup of coffee, which hits your adrenal glands on an empty stomach and causes a sharp spike in the stress hormone cortisol, with traditional Japanese matcha tea. Matcha is not just tea, it is a concentrate of antioxidants and a powerful natural metabolism booster that gently helps the body use visceral fat stores for energy. But the main thing here is the process itself. Don't just pour boiling water over the powder in a mug. Treat yourself to aesthetics. Buy a real, traditional tea ceremony set with a proper ceramic bowl, a bamboo whisk called a chasen, and a measuring spoon. The process of slowly, mindfully whisking the tea with a bamboo whisk is a true Zen meditation that reduces stress and sets you up for a harmonious day. Especially for you, I analyzed many options on Amazon and found a perfect, high-quality, and very beautiful matcha ceremony set that will be an excellent start for your new healthy habits. I've left the link to this set right in the description below this video. Give yourself this small but incredibly useful gift. If you are listening to this right now and realize how tired you are of endless diets, relapses, and guilt, please take a brief pause. Subscribe to our channel. We are here to share proven, calm, and natural methods of gaining health, and be sure to drop down into the comments. Tell us, which habit in your diet or lifestyle bothers you the most? What have you tried to change but haven't succeeded yet? Your story is very important because we are building a support community very similar to the Okinawan Moai, strong social groups united by common goals and mutual care. The third Japanese habit shatters another Western stereotype. We are used to thinking that after a heavy lunch or dinner, we must lie down on the couch, turn on the TV, and let the food settle. The Japanese do it differently. They practice Osanpo, a leisurely walk after a meal. Note, this is not speed walking, not jogging, and not an attempt to burn calories. It is a calm 15 to 20-minute stroll. Modern science fully explains the magic of this simple action. When you eat, your blood glucose level rises. If you immediately sit or lie down, the body reacts by releasing a large amount of insulin, which obediently packs this free energy into your fat cells, mostly on your belly. But if you move gently after a meal, your muscles use this glucose directly as fuel. Blood sugar levels remain stable, insulin spikes do not occur, and fat does not accumulate. This tiny change in your daily routine, repeated hundreds of times a year, yields amazing results for your waistline and blood vessels. The fourth habit concerns how we perceive exercise. We've been brainwashed to believe that an effective workout is when you sweat buckets in the gym, gasp for air on the treadmill, and can't get out of bed the next day because of muscle pain. But let's be honest, How many people over 50 can maintain such a regimen for years? Very few. The rest quit after a month. The Japanese approach is radically different. The main principle here is regularity and gentleness. In Japan, millions of people practice radio taiso daily, a light morning joint gymnastics routine that takes only 5 minutes. The goal of these movements is not to break down muscles so they grow, but to move lymph fluid, lubricate joints, and oxygenate the blood. Your body does not perceive this as stress, it perceives it as care. 10 minutes of gentle stretching and joint warm-ups every single day will bring your body and metabolism 100 times more benefit than one exhausting workout after which you will hate sports. And finally, the fifth habit, the one that most of us completely ignore, considering it unimportant. It is a strict sleep schedule and managing nighttime stress. Western researchers studying centenarians noticed a paradox. You can eat perfectly, but if your body doesn't recover at night, no diet will save you from aging and weight gain. In Japanese culture, rest is perceived as a crucial, sacred process of restoring the body and spirit. They understand that the hormonal balance, which controls our weight, is formed precisely at night. When we sleep poorly, the level of the stress hormone cortisol remains high. Cortisol blocks fat breakdown and forces the body to accumulate visceral fat around internal organs as a defense reaction. To ensure deep sleep, the Japanese have used special weighted blankets for centuries, the omori futon. The weight of the blanket, which is approximately 10% of body weight, exerts deep pressure on skin receptors, activating the vagus nerve. This reduces stress levels, calms the nervous system, and allows the body to enter the deep sleep phase, during which natural fat burning and cell renewal occur. Respecting your sleep, going to bed at the same time, keeping the bedroom cool, and using the right blanket is not a luxury, it is a basic necessity for your health. As you can see, the Japanese secret to slimness and longevity does not hide any grueling restrictions. It is a philosophy of gentle balance, stopping before heaviness in the stomach sets in, warm food and mindful rituals, a short walk after dinner, daily yet light movement, and deep respect for your nighttime rest. Do not try to implement all these rules in one day. Our life is not a sprint. Pick one habit. For example, start brewing authentic matcha in the mornings, or make it a rule to take a 15-minute walk after dinner. Give yourself time. Let this habit become a natural part of your day, and when it takes root, add the next one. Consistency is always more important than perfection. Your body has an incredible potential for self-healing. It just needs a little help by creating the right conditions. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself and see you in the next video.